This is the Bare Focus Clarifying Finishing Powder, and as you can see, it's very well loved. I love this one. It's a good one, and I think that if you're looking for an affordable setting powder, whether it's for your face or for under your eyes, they have different shades. I think they have a translucent one, and then they have like ones with like some tints to it. This one is the shade Fair Light. I use it to set my face when I'm more pale, and I also use it to brighten my under eye and to set my under eyes. I do like it. I can see myself repurchasing it again in the future. I have a lot of powders in my collection, so it might be a while, but it is a favorite, and as you can see, I don't know where the top is. I don't know where the top is, and I'm finishing it up. I'm trying my best to finish it up. It gets harder when it gets closer to the rim because you're trying to evenly coat your sponge or your puff. So at this point, I just swirl my brush in there and use it to set my face because it is harder now to use it for under my eyes because I can't get an even coat, but it's a good one. I like it, and it's wet and wild, so it's affordable. Another drugstore setting powder that I reached for a lot in 2023. This is the old version, but this is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Finishing Powder in the shade Light Medium. And this is a very smoothing powder. This has been a Charlotte Tilbury powder dupe for like ever. They did reformulate. I heard it's not as smoothing and blurring as the original, so I don't know why they did that. I don't think I'm gonna buy the new formula. I'm just from what I'm hearing, I'm not interested in it. And I also discovered other powders too that I like maybe a little bit better. So as you can see though, it's pretty much gone. Same thing. I'm just taking a brush and just getting it really in there to set my face. If you are a oily girly, this isn't going to be for you. This is going to be for more if you are already dry, but you need to set just a little bit. This is going to do that. This is going to take away some of that tackiness. It's going to set you a little bit, but it's going to still leave you looking fresh, luminous. It's not glitter. It's not shimmery. It's not like putting highlighter in your face. Don't get me wrong. But mature skin, I think you might like this too. But if you're oily, you're going to be oily very quickly. You need to use a different powder. But this is so good. Powder was amazing. So if you are interested in it and you want to try the newer version, I don't think you can get the old version anymore. So I don't even know why I put it in the video, but it's good and it's what I was reaching for. One more drugstore is the NYX Professional Makeup Can't Stop Won't Stop Mattifying Powder. If you are an oily queen, reach for this one instead. It's still going to make your skin just look good. It's not going to make you look cakey, so matte that you look like a dry desert. It's still going to let your skin have some life, but it is so good at mattifying your skin, setting your makeup, and making your makeup last all day. And the blur that you get from this, amazing. So this one is in the shade Light. I do have like a translucent one that I like to use under my eyes. Again, I like the blurriness. If you have super dry eyes, you might not want to use a mattifying powder under your eyes. But for me, I like to use it because of how blurring it is. So I do have it in translucent, and then I have it, I don't know why I'm covering it, there's no mirror. But yeah, it's so good. It's so good. When you buy it, there's like a cute little heart. It's so cute, but I use it so much that the heart's gone. But this is a very good drugstore alternative. And the Can't Stop Won't Stop line in general, because they have a powder that is very similar to the next one that I'm going to show you. It's like a circle and it says Can't Stop Won't Stop, and I think it says finishing powder. That's a good powder too if you are just super matte, like already dry. That's a good setting powder, but I haven't reached for that one as much in 2023. This one was the one. This one, and this is like also similar to like the Hourglass, but this is the Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder. And I love this one too. Again, if I just want to lightly set my face, just if I'm putting like a skin tint on and it's not a skin tint that dries down, that's when I usually reach for these types of powders. Or sometimes I might set my face with like a loose powder, and then just to really set it. And then if I want just a little bit of life back to my skin, a little bit more blending, I go in with a finishing or perfecting powder, and it just gives me a little bit more glow. It gives a little bit more life to my skin. It's very similar to the Hourglass finishing powders, where it's going to give you that like beautiful like glow from within type of look. I like that for the most part. So this one's from Laura Mercier, so my fave. This one, I'm going to add it in here because I want to shout it out. I want to give it the credit it deserves. You might still be able to get your hands on it. I do not know what's still available because everything is 50% off right now. So you might still be able to get it. You might not. And if you can't, I'm sorry. She also has these in singles. This was the original quad that she came out with, but she came out with singles. So you might be able to find a certain shade in a single. I don't know. But I'm still going to put it in this video because it's something that I reach for a lot to set my under eyes. I don't really use it for my face, but I use it for my under eyes. So this is the Brightening and Setting Palette. This comes with 4 different shades: peach, almond, light banana, and caramel. And I love it because it works for all year round. I can use the lighter shades in the winter and use the darker shade in the summer. This shade here, the shade peach, is the one that I reach for a lot. You can see a nice little whoop dip in it. Light banana is another one. Just so good. They're so blurring. They're brightening, and I'm so sad because what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do when this, like, I should go on and see if I can buy another one. Like, I should, because I didn't think I was gonna like it as much as I did, and I love them, and I don't know what I'm gonna do afterwards. But I will say that these powders from Wet n Wild remind me a lot of these powders. Like, I would say this shade is very close to Light Banana. You can see, I don't know if you can see the similar, but so I think that's why I've been really reaching for this too. So I might just need to buy more of these because I still think I have some good time with it yet, but I'm sad. For powder bronzer, I want to say the 3 bronzers that have me in a chokehold for 2023 and probably even before that is Revlon Skin Lights. Again, I am a type of person, especially with me in my 30s now, I don't like to look super matte all the time. There are days and times and moments where I'm like, I just want a nice matte look. But for the most part, I want my skin to look like there's life, there's light, I'm hydrated, I'm healthy. You know what I mean? So this bronzer, as you can see, I hit pan right there. Okay, hit pan. Packaging is worn off. I have a backup. It will last you a while because it is like a baked bronzer. It's another, like, just maybe hourglass dupe, you know, where it's just going to give you a little bit of light, a little bit of life to your skin. It's not a matte bronzer. Some people might use this as like a topper to their bronzers. I just love it on its own. I just love how it looks. I'm trying to like not use it as much right now because I'm like, let me use other bronzers, but it's my favorite. If you are looking for a matte bronzer, this one's probably like the next best one at the drugstore. Infallible Bronzer 24-hour fresh wear. This one is a nice, beautiful, it looks like a caramel bronzer. It's so good. This one is in the shade 350 medium. I have it on today too. It's so good. And it's a nice bronzer to use in the summertime too because it is waterproof. It's waterproof, a soft matte finish, 24-hour wear. It's so good. Okay, it's so good. Oma Beauty by Sharon C. This is like the drugstore version. So I know Oma Beauty is in, like, I think Sephora, or Ulta, I'm not sure. They do have a high-end version. This one is the drugstore version. This one is Flawless IRL bronzer. This one's in the shade Shady, and I love it so much. It looks a little gross because of the brushes. Again, it has bristle brush hairs in there, but it feels like a cream, and then it instantly dries down to a powder. So it's very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury formula. I love it so much, especially for those days where I just want very natural looking makeup. I love it so much. It looks gross, it looks dirty, but it's just my favorite, and it's not talked about. I never see anyone talk about this. These my favorite. I like it. For blush, a blush that I reach for almost every single day in 2023 as far as powder blush is this one. It's the Nude Pursued Morphe powder blush. It's just your beautiful, like, everyday. It has a slight bit of shimmer, I think, but it just looks very pretty, and it's literally a blush that I reach for almost every single day. It's in my everyday makeup, and I had to put it away because of how often I was reaching for it. Even like on my days off where I had time to go through my other products, I was still reaching for this. So I had to give it a little bit of a break, but this is a favorite of mine. So I know it's Morphe. I know people have their opinion. It's just a product that I've been reaching for a lot. Another one, I don't know if they have this exact shade anymore. This is the Bare Minerals Gen Nude. Like, they're more of their matte blushes. And this one is in the shade Bellini Brunch. So I don't know if this is a shade that they have because I had this one forever now. But it's another favorite of mine in the summertime. I actually have it on today. So I wear it all year round, but it is in the summertime. This blush lasts all day, okay? And it's that nice peachy shade. So I love it so much. And if they still sell the shade, I will 100% repurchase. I thought I lost it and I got so sad, but then I found it. It was under my dresser for like a couple days. So yeah, it's my favorite. I reach for it all the time when it comes to powder, blushes. It's gonna be such a long video. Highlighter, Revlon Skin Lights. Once again, I have this in 2 shades. I have it in this like lighter champagne shade. It's in the shade 201 Daybreak Glimmer. And then I also have it in their more bronzier shade because that one's really good for the summertime because this kind of gives me a little bit of like a white cast, I guess you can say, like if I turn my head. So this is great for like most of the year, but in the summer when I have a good tan, I use the other shade. But this is a good Amrezy Anastasia Beverly Hills dupe, okay? I know they just recently came out with like another highlighter that's very compared to that. So like if you got rid of your other one or you never tried that one, they do have that one. That one's being compared to the Amrezy one, like basically spot on. But if you want a drugstore version of that, this right here, okay? It's not glittery. It's just that it can be very highlighted and beamy, but you can tone it down by going in with a very light hand, but it's just going to give you that wet, glowy, dewy look. Oh, it's so good, okay? It's so good. I love it so much. I've used the heck out of this, and because it's a highlighter, it's obviously not going to go as quickly as the bronzer, but you can see that there's some like, you know, it's been used, but it's going to last you forever. The only reason I got another one is because of the shade difference, but you're gonna have this forever because it's just so good and you don't need much. And then one that stole everyone's hearts is the Rare Beauty. This one I got it in Mesmerize. I kind of want to get it in another shade, but I'm like, you don't need it in another shade, Sierra. You don't need another highlighter. This one is so beautiful though. This one is, yeah, Memorize. So it's more of their pinky undertone one. I just like it for when I wear like a nice pink blush just to kind of blend it in with that, but it's just so good. It feels almost like a cream, like it's just, it's so good. I really do want to get it in a different shade. So I'm very careful with it because if you drop it, it can break very easily. It's a very soft powder, but it's so good. Let's talk about setting sprays, lips, and then we're done. Setting spray. The main one that I was using all 2023 was the Milani Make It Last. I got a jumbo and that lasted me pretty much the whole entire year or most of the year. Another one though that I was reaching for is the e.l.f. Energizing Infused with Oil Spray. You can see it's like right here. So it's about to be gone, but I love this. I use this before setting my makeup. I use this. You can use this like in the beginning to like prep your skin. I use it in the middle. So like after I get all my powders on, but I didn't do my eyebrows or my mascara yet or anything like that, I'll just quick spray this, let it sink in, and it just makes my skin look like skin again. It's probably because it's like a oil spray, but it doesn't make me look greasy. It doesn't make me look sweaty or oily or anything like that. It just melts everything in and it's just so good. So I think I got this as a free product when I ordered from e.l.f. one time, and when they came out, I was not interested in them. I'm like, what the heck what would I do that? What would I use that for? Like, why would I want to spray oil? And so yeah, I didn't buy it on my own, but I think either I got to choose it as a free gift or they just kind of threw it in my order, because sometimes they do that. They just like throw things in your order for free. But I'm glad they did because I discovered it, and they have other scents too. So I just shook it up so much. It has so much bubbles now. That's kind of weird, but yeah, I love it. So good. Another good one to just melt my makeup in. I don't really use this as my end setter, but I use it just to kind of refresh my makeup or to kind of make my powders sink in. So this is the Bear With Me Prime Set and Refresh 8-hour spray from NYX. So this one's a little bit more bigger, and as you can see, it's like halfway through. So this one I used until here, and then when I got this, I was reaching for this one more. So, but they're still both really good. Another setting spray that I've been reaching for a lot, and it's not a setting spray, it's more of a hydrate and glow spray, is the Peach and Lily Last Skin Veil Mist. And again, it's a hydrate and glow. So this is just so good. You just kind of like, the mist on it is so like light, but it just makes your skin look like skin. If you are oily and you want to stay looking matte, don't get this, don't put this on. I feel like I'm not even. But I just like it so much. I have 2 bottles of this because it came as a duo, but it's so good. I love it. So good. So I used a lot of mascaras in 2023. The only one that really wowed me and I was like, whoa, this is good, up until a certain point, and I will mention the flaw in it, was this one. Okay. The only reason I'm mentioning it is because it is the only mascara that I used last year that really blew me away, that I continue to reach for because of how much I liked the way that it made my eyelashes look. I used so many different mascaras and I'm just like, yeah, it's just a mascara, it's fine. Like, it did enough for me to use it and want to continue to use it, but it wasn't like, I want to use that one, I want to use that one, I want to use that one. You know what I mean? And that's what this one did. So this one really blew me away. It's, again, from Kylie Cosmetics. I was shocked, but it is her Kai Lash mascara. It is a little bit more drier, which is maybe why it has this flaw that I'm going to talk to you about. It can get a bit messy too, so just kind of keep that in mind. But I love the brush. It has the type of brush that I like drier mascaras, but I think this one might be a little too dry. Which, you know, they usually dry out a lot quicker on you, but it flakes. It flakes. Now, I would say that the flake isn't crazy. Now, if you're like messing with your lashes, you're going to have like a lot of flakes. But if you don't touch your lashes, because sometimes I have a habit of like just kind of like pushing my lashes up, and that's probably what causes the flaking, but it does flake a little bit. So I will notice that I will have like a couple black speckles on my under eye. I don't know if I will repurchase this because of that reason. Like, it's just, I don't want you to flake on me, but it's so good. Like, it was so good up until I noticed the flaking, and I think it's because it's starting to dry out and it's getting dry. It's already a dry formula, but it's so good. And it's the only one that really blew me away in 2023. So I love how it has like 3D letters too. So if you want to give it a try just to see, maybe if you don't touch your lashes at all, it won't flake, but it's good. It's a good product. It made my lashes look super long and thick and just everything that I want in a mascara. I just wish it didn't flake. Lip products. So for lips, I have a couple lip glosses, some lip oils, some lip balms. So I'm just going to very quickly go through them. NYX Butter Gloss. If you're looking for a clear gloss, I love this gloss so much. It's so good. I try to use it on its own because I don't want to make it dirty, but it's so good. And yeah, if you're looking for a clear gloss, Essence used to have a good clear gloss, and then they changed like their formula and everything. So if you're looking for a clear gloss, NYX Butter Gloss in clear is good. Of course, the Maybelline lip glosses, they just came out with plumping ones. I do not know how those are. I have not tried them, but when I tell you I have so many shades in the original formula, it's insane. I also have like their newer like candy collection formula, or shades, I guess you can say. So good. If you're just looking for a nice, juicy, like Fenty dupe lip gloss, get this one. This one's in the shade Moon. I actually think this one is the one that's like a good dupe for the Fenty gloss, but they're all good. So just find a shade that works for you, that you like. But whenever I reach for a gloss, I'm usually reaching for one of these. So something that is a little bit newer to 2023 is the e.l.f. lip oils. And these are also so good. Okay, they're so good. I have a couple shades in these as well. This one is in the shade, I think, Pink Quartz. And again, I have different shades. They're all so good. So if you are looking for a lip oil and you don't want to spend high-end price tag, look into these. Recommend. They're so good. They don't smell like fruit or anything or vanilla. They have like a mint smell, so it's different. Recommend. And also from e.l.f., they just killed it in 2023. Killed it. The Squeeze Me lip balms. These are so good. I like them better than the Ride or Die. Now, I know some people are bummed that they're getting rid of those, but these are just so good. They're smaller, and I think I compared them to the Ride or Die. I'm not sure if like the product is the same. I'm not sure, but the amount of product I meant. But these ones are in the scents Peach and Vanilla Frosting, and they just smell so good. and your lips are left soft and just moisturized. Even after it wears off, your lips still feel moisturized. They don't, the softness and the moisture doesn't stop when these wear off. Like, it continues. So I just keep these in my purse and I apply them when my lips are dry, and they're so good. So Elf again, killed it. So lip liners. I mean, probably next year I'm gonna have more lip liners in my favorites because a lot of them are newer and they're not enough for me to be like, yeah, I don't care, I just used it yesterday, it needs to be in this video like some other products. But I think if I use them more, I think I can get them into my favorites videos. But these I just love so much. I reach for them since they came out. I've been reaching for them almost every single day, whatever lip combo I use. I think I bought all 8 shades. I think one of the shades is in my purse right now. But these are so good. They are more of a satin finish, so if you like more of a matte, you may not like these. But I've been begging Elf to come out with lip pencils, like lip actual pencils, wooden pencils, forever, and I'm glad that they finally did. And yeah, they're just so good and I love them. They do last long on me. And now if you're like eating a lot and drinking, obviously it's gonna wear off, but like as far as like just talking and stuff, they last a good amount of time for me. So I have all the shades. They're just good, and they're the ones that I've been reaching for ever since I came out with them. I basically forgot about all my other lip pencils except for the 2 that I'm going to show you. So this one is from Makeup by Mario. It's one of my favorite lip pencils. This one's a mini. I do plan on getting the full size, but this one's in the shade Smoky Pink. I love it so much. It came with a lipstick because it was like a little duo set, and this one's in the shade Erin. They came together, so they pair beautiful together. As you can see with the lipstick, I use it very often. I want to get this in a full size as well, but it's a good amount of product for it being a mini. So I'm like holding off for right now, but these together, it's my favorite one of my favorite lip combos, but just separately as well. They're just so good. And I highly recommend trying out the formula. Even if these shades don't intrigue you, the formula, give it a try. He did recently come out with a satin lipstick that I'm very interested in too. So we'll see. Another very popular duo that everyone, I don't know about recently, but it's still a popular one for me, is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I am a Pillow Talk fan. I really am. So the lipstick, it's just a lipstick that I reach for all the time. This one's a newer one. My other one I lost, and I'm very sad about it. So this one is a newer one. I only wore it once. But Pillow Talk. And then this is the lip pencil. So this is the original lip pencil that came with the other lipstick that I lost, but it's smaller, but it's so cute. But yeah, I love this combo. It's so good, and I will keep repurchasing. I love it. It's my favorite. I wear it almost every single day. If I do not know what lip combo to use, depending on my makeup and my look, I will reach for one of these two. Like, these are just an automatic. I don't have to think about it. You know what I mean? So if I want more of a just like a flirty, light makeup girly, I'll get this. If I feel like a baddie, I will put this on, you know? Another favorite lipstick is e.l.f. They're satin O Face lipsticks. This one's in the shade Dirty Talk. It's my favorite. I only have 2. I have Standing Ovation and Dirty Talk. Dirty Talk is 100% my favorite shade. I love it. It's the magnetic. It's kind of like a NARS dupe. Again, they're just dupe central over there, but it's so good. So it's my favorite. And if you're looking for a matching lip liner, you're going to want to, Pinky Swear is a good matching lip liner for Dirty Talk. It's pretty obvious, but you know, you may not know. Lipsticks. L'Oreal also kind of stole my heart when it comes to lipsticks. So the lipsticks that I've been also reaching for a lot, and these are more for the summer. I don't know, summertime I want more of a glowy light lipstick. So this one is the Glow Paradise line in 180 Beige Eden, 110 Pastel Exhalation, I don't know, and 150 Rose Mirage. So this one's like more of a deeper, pinkier shade. Like, it's just so good. I love these so much. These are also very like used and abused, but they're just like a nice glowy, it's like a lipstick lip balm type of thing. They're just so good. I like them for those like no makeup days. This one's more of like your beige, so if you don't want anything like too pink, but it's so good. Okay, so good. And then if you do want to pop of color. Whenever I wear a red, I've been wearing this one a lot. I got so many compliments every single time I wear this lipstick, and it lasts, okay? It lasts all day. They're like, how do you get your red lipstick to last all day? You haven't like touched it up. It's just this one. So this one is called 203 Le Rouge Avant-Garde. I don't know. It's 203. 203. Okay, I'm going to butcher the name. It's like a thin lipstick, okay? I love how L'Oreal just looks so... But it's more of like your darker, deeper red. It's like it's just so good. It's a cool tone. And it just makes you look like that boss girl. You're the boss. If you're wearing this, you're the boss. So... I love this lipstick. Again, every single time I wear it, I get so many compliments on it. And whenever I'm wearing a bold red, this one is the one that I've been reaching for, and it's my favorite. Last but not least, if you're still here, holy crap. Why? How? My back hurts. Fragrance. I know everyone's talking about perfumes, and I like perfumes, but I don't have like a ride or die perfume. Now, I have a lot of sample ones, like the small little ones that I'm like, I need this in full size. I just never went out and got them in full size. But so there are a lot of perfumes that I can probably put in like a favorites video. But as far as like having them full size, I don't have them in my collection. And I bounce around a lot. But as far as body sprays, I needed to talk about these body sprays because they're just my favorite, okay? These, I know everyone talks about them. This one in the scent 40, which is a black, amber, plum, and vanilla woods. This one's like this one's my summer scent. If in the summertime, this is what I smell like. Okay, and if you want to like have it last longer, you can pair it with like your favorite perfume, your favorite summer perfume, but it's just so good. So this one is my favorite, okay? It's like their medium size. So it's like, I think $23, something like that. I don't know. But, and then for fall, I mean, this is like you can wear this anytime. But I love this for the fall time. Oh, it's so good. This one is the pistachio and salted caramel one. Oh, it's so good. They're supposed to come out with like a body lotion in this scent, and I cannot wait for that to happen because I will be purchasing that. But yeah, these are just my favorite. Sol de Janeiro. That's where it's at. Just what I've been like loving recently, like right now for like fall winter. The Jolly Gingerbread Village from Bath and Body Works. I recommend getting minis because by the time you use it, you're like, okay, I'm ready to move on. Full size can take you a bit longer, of course, to get through, but this one's so good. I love it so much. And then this one is the Winter Candy Apple. I already have this one on, so I don't want to put this one on top, but oh my God. This lasts, okay? Body sprays don't usually last, but this, I will smell like this for 48 hours, okay, if I don't take a shower. This will last so long, okay? So freaking long. If I spray this, like at night, I get out of the shower and I'm just like a little spray, and then I go to sleep, and then I wake up, I still smell like this, okay? Winter Candy Apple. People are just gonna want to eat you like you're a cookie, and you're just gonna yum 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 yum. You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean. Like they're just gonna like eat you. You know, like you're just a candy apple. Like this just makes you smell so delicious. Like if a big monster was walking by, they're gonna be like, snack, so delicious. You know what I mean? So good, so freaking good. And I only wear this in the wintertime. It just smells so good. And if you have not tried the Winter Candy Apple yet, I recommend to go get it right now. Eyeshadow. Just like most people, I don't wear eyeshadow every single day, and I'm not doing these full glam looks like I used to. I did put some eyeshadow on today, so. But I usually just do bronzer. Or if I am reaching for eyeshadow, these are the palettes that I reach for the most. So this one's just a single one. It's the Colorful Matte Eyeshadow from Sephora. It's the shade 332 Flawless. And as you can see, it's definitely an eyeshadow that I reach for all the time. So if I just don't know what I want to do, but I want to put something in my eye, on my eye instead of bronzer, this is what I'm reaching for. Again, I'm a Pillow Talk fan. So this is the Pillow Talk Quad. I would be lying if I said that I wouldn't repurchase this at some point. I probably would. It's a very expensive palette. It's like $50 for 4 eyeshadows. So maybe I will get more mature and talk myself out of it. but it's just, I love it. It's so good. And it's just like a nice everyday eyeshadow palette. I reach for it pretty often, so for me it's worth it. If you're gonna buy it and just let it sit there, it's not. But for me and how often I use it, it's kind of worth it. This is another fan favorite, the Makeup by Mario. Every single time he comes back with his other eyeshadow palette that keeps selling out, and that's always a limited edition, but then it comes back, but then it's a limited edition. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's like a holiday thing now. I have no idea. But I always think about getting it, and I might get it the next time it does come out. We'll see, maybe. But this is a favorite of mine, and I love this eyeshadow palette. I just reach for it a lot. You can't tell that I reach for it a lot because none of them look like I guess you can kind of tell, but I reach for this a lot. Like if I'm not reaching for this, this is probably my next used eyeshadow palette, and then this one. So I do. My other two favorites is the Natasha Denona Glam palette. This is just a favorite for everything. I love the blush and highlighter and these eyeshadows. Again, if I don't really know what I want to do, but I want to do something a little bit more glam, I will reach for this eyeshadow palette. It's such a goodie. And then another one that I found myself reaching for a lot this year is the Lunar Beauty, which is Manny MUA's brand, his Nude Prism palette. So this one is just like if you're a nudie patootie girl, which that sounds more like Laura Lee, you will love this palette. So you can see you have your mattes, you have your shimmers, and they're just so freaking good. So this is another palette, and you have a nice mirror as well. Very nice mirror. So those are my favorites. That is everything, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Until next time, bye.